My journey began at an early age as I cared for my younger siblings. As I grew older, my dream was to impact my community through sharing information. I was obsessed with broadcast journalism. As I was about to enter college, my vision worsened and I was diagnosed with a degenerative eye condition. By age 22, I was totally blind. I was told to give up on my dream and accept my fate that people would be taking care of me my whole life, that I would never be independent or meaningfully contribute to my community. For a while, I lived that way, but in my heart, I knew that was wrong, and so I started with my own family. Tell me that raising 5 children as a person who is totally blind isn't skilled labor. In 2002, I began to look for work outside the home and started as a sewing operator at one of the over 90 affiliates of National Industries for the Blind. When I joined Winston-Salem Industries for the Blind in 2005, I had had the training to move from basic manufacturing into a sewing operator position. IFB soon saw my potential and moved me into a role more aligned with my skills, something they are constantly seeking to do with all our blind and visually impaired employees. At first, my advocacy work was local, in the community around the state, but then suddenly I was speaking all across the country and in Washington, D.C. It's not because I'm so amazing, it's because when people hear and understand something they know in their hearts to be true, they listen. And that truth, that people who are blind or visually impaired can contribute to their families, their communities, and their places of employment in meaningful ways. That they can do it just as well as a sighted person, though they might take a slightly different approach. While I'm so grateful for the Javits-Wagner-O'Day Act that created the program where the federal government buys products and services from blind agencies, advocating for people who are blind or visually impaired is a continual process. We are able to live more independent lives than we did decades ago, thanks to advancements in technology. But this is not enough. Unemployment for people who are blind or visually impaired is still at around 70%. These are people with sharp minds who just need access to training, services, and the right technology to allow them to be successful contributors to our economy. Quite honestly, I want to change public perception about people who are blind or visually impaired. I don't want anyone to feel sorry for us. I want people to understand that though different, we can still meaningfully contribute.
We want to challenge each and every one of you guys to challenge other congressmen to get out and do the same thing as well. So today we got Meadows and McHenry, and we decided we want to conquer the whole state, and with your help, we can make it happen. So.
Okay, and we usually end our sensitive blindness training with a little phrase, blonde power. So on the count of 3, if I can get that from everyone. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Blind power.
Okay, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
My biggest fear is that because technology has advanced so much that people will check the box of, okay, people who are blind or visually impaired have what they need, moving on, but not realize that unless our laws, regulations, and technology advance in the right way, the gap could be widened and we could be even more separated from our sighted counterparts. The more people understand that we're more alike than different, the more employment, training, and services will be available to people who are blind or visually impaired.